Hello, my name is Daryl Thomas, and I am Professor of Dance at Western Oregon University. I'd like to welcome you to the Mask Invention Making Experience. We're going to use the mask invention process to create an LED mask. But before we begin the process, let's talk about art and the invention process. Artists use personal expression to explore something that concerns them, an area of interest. Okay, it could be a beautiful landscape, could be an interesting melody, or could be an interesting movement, in my case, which is dance. Artists also use personal expression to bring awareness to an issue or a problem that concerns them, or that concerns the larger society. For example, it could be climate change or cyberbullying. Advocacy, bringing awareness to an issue, is the first step in finding a solution to a problem. Solving a problem is the primary goal of invention. For example, one of the participants in a recent math and science night made a mask to scare his sister. Another student made a mask of the world to bring awareness to climate change. Both were solving a problem, one personal, the other global or societal. Choose the invention process when creating art. We identify an area of interest. It could be personal or it could be societal. We create a design, then we make a prototype. We test that prototype, meaning we get feedback from an audience, and then we redesign, if necessary, that prototype. And then we share our design to have impact. So in my case, in terms of dance, it's a performance. The performance is about creating impact, about leaving a legacy with that invention. Now, back to our mask making project. Let's use personal expression as a strategy to give students agency or buy-in, or to build engagement in this invention project. First, we're going to set the stage. We're going to create an LED mask that is fun or interesting to you. Or you can create a mask that brings awareness to a problem, something that you'd like to see changed or different in your world. Again, fun or interesting, or bring awareness to something that you'd like to see changed or different in your world. Number two, you only have one mask, so we need to prototype your design. So you're going to take a piece of paper, you're going to fold it into 8 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to draw a different design in each of the squares. Then you're going to choose a design that appeals to you. Once you've done that, you're going to decide a layout for your LEDs. Because here's my LEDs right here. And so I'm going to use different LEDs, so I can either place the actual LEDs where I think they would be on my design, or I can use my marker and draw a letter. I can draw R for red or B for blue to try different layouts for the LEDs on my design. Now, after you use initials to represent the colors or color pens to place them on your design, next, you're going to test your design by asking for feedback from an assigned partner. So if I'm working together with a partner, I'll ask my partner, hey, what do you think of these designs right here? Which one do you like best? Which one do you feel like really represents climate change? And you can discuss that with your partner, your assigned partner. So after they do that, they finally select a design and they can revise it or redesign it if necessary based on the feedback. Once we've got that, we've got our design. Now we're ready to go to the fabrication process. You start with a blank mask. We've got our design. We're going to take our markers. We're going to create our design. Here I'm using my markers, color in my design. I can also use colored tape as well to supplement my design to make it more interesting. Okay. And once I've done that, then I'm going to lay out my LEDs and decide again where the wiring is going to go. Here's an example right here. I use double stick tape right here to stick the LEDs on, and decided I want the wires to go straight up. And I'm going to place the controller on the back right here. That was one option. Another layout could be I could stick my controller and have it placed over here on the side, and lay out the wires so that they all come across to my right. So there are many, many different options. The idea is to use the prototype, use the page here, to decide where the wires are going to go. Certainly students can try it out by just using the actual LEDs, placing them on the mask themselves. Okay? Once you have the mask and the design, then we share it. We show it to each other. It could be virtually. Once we have the mask completed, then we want to show it to everyone. So if we're virtual, we simply place a picture in the chat, okay, or place our faces in the chat so that we can see them. The other option is, if we're in person, then we can show each other our masks. Again, we said one of the important parts about dance is that you get a chance to perform. You get a chance to share what you've done with an audience. So now let's learn a dance that you can use with students to share their creations. It's called the Vogue. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now your left hand is going to point down. 1. Flip it over. 2. Make a box or rectangle. 3. Now bottom hand goes on top. 4. Now I know that was a little tricky, so let's try that again. 7 and 8. Left hand 1. Flip. 2. Make a box or rectangle. 3. Now the bottom hand goes on top, slides up. My wrist bends here. Wrist bends here. 4. Slide apart. 5. Wave at 6. Fix your coif or your hairdo. 7. Pose. 8. One more time, then we try it with music. Ready? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Left hand 1. Flip. 2. Box. 3. Bottom hand on top. 4. Slide it apart. 5. Wave at 6. Coif. 7. Pose. 8. Now, we take our mask, we try it on. We turn it on. And we perform our dance with our mask. Again, bringing awareness to the issue that's important to us. So let's now try the dance with music and with our mask. You start here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Left hand 1. Flip it over. 2. Make a box or rectangle. Bottom on top. Slide it apart. 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6. Ready. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left hand 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide it apart. 5, 6, 7. Pose 8. There we go. Give yourselves a big round of applause. That was a great job. So, personal expression can be used in the invention process, no matter the area of concern or the area of interest. Whether it's a personal problem or a personal concern, I want to scare my sister, or whether I'd like to bring awareness to climate change, the invention process is the same. Thank you and stay safe.